Saturday has seen medals awarded in women's basketball, men's football, and diving. CCTV's Joel Richards is joining us from Rio de Janeiro. Joel, tell us, what have been the highlights as the games approach their conclusion?
Evening, Susan. Well, there have been so many highlights. If we just stick strictly to the sports side of things here at the Olympics in Rio, we have to really identify some of the personal performances, such as Michael Phelps in the pool, and of course many others. Usain Bolt, of course, on the track last night, winning his third gold medal. But arguably one of the great stories is happening right now, just behind me here at the Maracanã Stadium, where, as you mentioned, the men's football has now ended, and it's ended with a gold medal for Brazil. So I'm sure you can hear the celebrations taking place. So just below me, tens of thousands of Brazil supporters are now streaming out of this famous and iconic stadium, and finally then winning the Olympic medal. This is the one title that Brazil had never won in football, so there was real pressure on the team. And of course you have to add in this, that 2 years ago, Susan, we were here for the World Cup when Brazil lost in dramatic, traumatic fashion in the semi-final. They lost 7-1 to Germany, and so the pressure really was on the team and also on the star player Neymar, the striker, to really perform here in the Olympic Games in the men's football and also to get a result, and that's exactly what they did. It was a nervy final. It was 1-1 after full time and extra time. The match went to penalties, Neymar scoring the all-important one. So there is a sense that Brazil can finally now put this to rest. There's still major problems with Brazilian football, but at last they have something to celebrate about.
Joel, China hasn't done as well in the medal count as it had hoped, but still making a final push, hoping to end up second in the medal table.
Yes, big question is whether or not they can reach Great Britain, who continues to win gold medals as well. As you said, it has been a disappointing haul for Team China. The hopes were for around 30 gold medals, but as we saw just a moment ago on the table, they're still some way off that. But they are still winning medals in this final weekend. Earlier on today in badminton, one of the sports where China perhaps underperformed, not winning some gold medals that they expected. But in the men's single, Chen Long did win gold for China, meaning that the men's single title remains in China. Remember, Lin Dan won in London and in Beijing. Today he was unable to get on the podium, having lost the bronze medal match. But Chen Long then beating Li Chongwei in the men's badminton finals. Elsewhere in diving, China almost took a full sweep. Strong performance by the diving team there, winning 7 out of 8 gold medals. Today Chen Aisen won the men's single 10-meter platform, and there's another medal that's up for grabs in just under an hour, Susan. In the women's volleyball, China take on Serbia in the women's volleyball final, just a few hundred meters down to my left at the little Maracanã arena. Real hopes there that China can get one more gold there, and as you said, just a final push for more gold medals for Team China.
We will all certainly be watching. Joel Richards live in Rio de Janeiro.